Block debuffs is too late, friends. You're already about to be dead. Yeah, good try. Good try, Chunder. Is that all you got? Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I'm testing the new fragment collector today, Gaius. I'm actually super excited to test this dude. It's definitely one that I wanted to get on both the main and the free-to-play. I'm pretty damn close on the free-to-play. I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, we're going to be testing his damage potential. We're going to be testing him bombing stuff in the arena. And I also want to see if he's got some funky mechanics with other champions brought into the mix. Let's go. Right then, before I get onto the main account and show you this guy in full, I just want to give you a quick update on where I am on the free-to-play. So I've got to 90 fragments so far. I did pull 20-odd ancients yesterday and got myself a couple of epics. I'll do a highlight video of that with my shard pulls for tomorrow. But we have got ourselves into the point where we got 5 fragments from shard pulls, which is pretty damn good actually, because it's given me an extra 5 in the bank. I've just finished the arena a day early. This has been tough. Like, the arena is always going to be pretty damn tough when you're in this sort of level. I've got Ice Golem coming here, which starts in a couple of hours. And then we've also got the last event alongside it, which is the Dungeon Divers, starting it in a second. So I've got 10 more possible fragments. And if we check where we are, I've hit 95 now. So I need to get 5 of the last 10 to get Gaius the Gleeful on the free-to-play. I actually feel like it's going to be a bit of a game changer for me, because I just think he's going to be my nuker for arena. At the minute, Gaelic is that option. Gaelic is half decent at best as that option. So I feel like I need something longer term to be an arena specialist. And yeah, I feel like Gaius the Gleeful could be that option for me. So really pleased that I managed to get it over the line. But look at my resources here. 157 gems left. I think I had like 1,700 or something when I started. I had to use a lot of gems to do this. And it wasn't transferring it into shards. It was literally just burning into energy for various things. My shard count is low. I've got like 1 sacred, 1 void. I've only got those 2 because I've picked them up, I think, through login rewards through the week. And yeah, pretty much decimated everything. But also, because I've gone hard for the fusion, I've gained 2 new 6-star champions on the account, which is massive. You know, it's exactly what I need to be doing. And, you know, I've gained arena medals, and we've been able to kind of grow the Great Hall and all that type of stuff. So although it's been tough, the good thing about fusions is it pushes your account on. You know, you use those resources you've been sitting on. It's not wait Shadow Legends anymore. It's get going Shadow Legends if you want to get this type of stuff. So as long as you've got the shard count, you should be able to do it. It's just a lot of time and work kind of all focused in. Anyway, let's get testing this dude and see what he can do. So let's not forget the golden rule. A lot of people are probably just right now getting Gaius, probably over the line today, tomorrow, whatever. Just remember, this is worth 500 points in a champion chase event. So do you need to pull Gaius right now? Or should you go back to wait Shadow Legends and wait for this dude during a champion chase? He's worth, I think it's 30,000 points in a Clan v Clan tournament. Do you want to hold on to these points for a personal rewards Clan v Clan? Yeah, just think before you do it. Can you level him up right now? Do you have the resources to use him right now? Is he going to be someone you can actually play with right now? Think about it before you do it, because a lot of people after the event are like, I wish I'd saved it. You know, saving this dude for the next fragment might be the difference between you getting the next fragment or not. That's pretty much where we could be. Obviously, I'm going to pull mine now because I'm a filthy whale and I don't really care about that stuff. Plus, I want to show you him. Here he comes. Gaius the Gleeful. Pretty cool looking dude. I feel like I wish he wasn't so monotone, honestly, in terms of design. I know it's by choice, but I feel like, I guess he's like a slippery dude, hides in the shadows. Almost got like these poisonous scythes. But yeah, I wish that perhaps there was just a bit more color added to his visual. But either way, it looks cool. Let's get into building him out. Okay, so I'm about to book out my Gaius the Gleeful here. Interesting thing about booking this dude. So depends on how you're going to use him, and also depends on some of the playtesting I'm going to do as to whether I think you should book him or not. So at the moment, it's one of the cool things about him is his passive here. When attacked, 30% chance of placing a bomb on the attacker for 2 turns. Books don't change that, okay? That's going to happen 30% of the time. And then the second part of his passive is also a very interesting part of his kit. Instantly detonates all bombs on all enemies whenever this dude is dead. Whenever he's killed, bombs blow up. Okay, so that's one thing to take into consideration. You don't need books for that to happen. Okay, so there's other things to look at here. His skills all rate godlike on damage. And we're going to test that in a minute. But if you build him as a straight damage dealer and you're not really considering bombs, obviously books for damage will improve your damage. So an A1 here, double hit, an extra hit if he kills someone. Obviously you're going to want to, sorry, an extra turn if he kills someone. Obviously you're going to want to try and trigger that if you're trying to get back round to other abilities quickly. And, you know, damage is going to help you do that. So a couple of books in the A1 are helpful if you're trying to use him more like a PvE type of champion. The A2, I feel like if you're not just using him for a passive, this is a skill that needs booking. Because a 75% chance to sleep, a 75% chance of placing the bombs isn't really going to cut it. Yeah, the damage will not be increasing the bomb damage. It will be increasing his hit damage. Bomb damage is fixed based on the amount of attack you put on a champion. So again, if we're just thinking about the amount the bombs will blow up for, books won't change that. But you definitely want these books, the bombs to go on if you're not just using him for his passive. Okay, so books in the A2 is probably the most crucial thing. Do you need the extra cooldown? Probably not. So I don't think you're going to get to do this twice if you used him in arena. So literally, I feel like, I mean, on a 3-turn, he could be good in PvE, and we will test some of that. But I don't feel like this guy is like super required to have books, but maybe 4 here is kind of like the minimum. And then on his A3 then, so he's got a 5-turn books to a 4-turn cooldown, a double hitter. The first hit instantly detonates all bombs on someone. The second hit will ignore unkillable buffs. So you've got someone like a Skull Crown. He's going to blow up the bombs on the Skull Crown. She'll be sitting there 1 HP with her unkillable buff. And then he'll go in and smash through the unkillable. Actually a really good finisher move. And if you're sleeping them on the A2, there's a good chance you're going to get this away on somebody. So you either kill a threat or you kill someone that might have unkillable buff. Where I see this being absolutely clutch is someone like a Swift Parry Duchess, incredibly difficult to kill. You blow the bombs up after they've been slept. You blow the bombs up, and then if she's wearing Swift Parry and it procs, he hits through it anyway. Could be a really cool finisher. But again, do you need books into this? Well, maybe for the extra damage, but I don't think you need the extra damage because the bombs should do the damage. So it comes back to, if you can get the debuff chance up on the A2, I think that's probably enough for books. For most use cases anyway. Again, if you're going like full PvE on the dude, like, you know, trying to kill bomb or something like that, then, or just using him in waves of content, then books become more required because you want that extra damage through his kind of general hits. But there he is, fully booked for me. 10 books, literally used the rest of my legendary tomes there. 10 books is pretty reasonable, I'd say, for a legendary champ. Before we get into it, my kind of assessment of him before playing is he hits hard. He should be freaking awesome in the arena and just someone who hits hard elsewhere. I don't think bombs really are the thing. AoE sleeps are not really the thing for a lot of content unless you're just bringing single target hitters other than this dude. So it comes back to, outside of the arena, he's probably not going to be getting a ton of playtime. So this dude's pretty interesting. We're going to do 2 different optimization builds. First thing I'm going to do is optimize him for maximum damage. And damage based on his A2 is AoE hits. Not based on blowing up bombs, just based on how hard I can get him to actually physically hit. After that, we're going to try and get him to blow up bombs for the most damage I can in PvE. And then we're throwing him in the arena. So to do this then, we just set damage build here. We got damage built on his A2. I'm just going to build him with 170 speed. Hit the optimize. I am going to just say to the, in the glyph section, say, yes, we can increase our attack to at least +4s. So I can pick up pieces of gear that perhaps are sitting around that need to be glyphed. hit go, and then off we go. So this should find me savage builds. It should find me just high damage general builds. It's not looking for accuracy to land the bombs right now. It's not looking for bomb damage. It's looking for hit damage. And you see here, we're kind of stealing a whole bunch of savage gear with cruel, giving us the attack we need. And we're going to get this on him and then start slapping some people around. I have gone for like a Helm Smasher build. You can just kind of see here. Let's move me out of the way a sec. This is like what I would use for a general damage build. Helm Smasher. Yes, we're taking crit damage. We're taking Heart of Glory for extra hit while full health. Ruthless Ambush. It's all of the stuff that's going to give me more damage for a smack. Stoked to Fury as well, because we're going to put Gerptak in the mix. And we're going for like, how hard can I get this guy to smack? Right then, build complete. We've hit 7k attack, 266% crit damage, 177 speed, with a bit of accuracy, albeit it's not enough accuracy to do the job perfectly for bombs. But that's not what we're trying to do here. Still, this is a juicy build, even though we're going absolute full nuke. And yeah, we've got, as I said earlier, the Helm Smasher Masteries. I do have my Faction Guardians kind of full apart from speed, so I'm getting some extra benefit from that. And obviously my Great Hall and stuff is all looking rosy. So let's try this build first. How hard can he hit? We're going to go into my kind of normal testing ground, which is Dragon 20. He's a neutral affinity for this. And then we're just going to pick up on the usual crowd. So he does have an attack in all battles aura. I guess you only use that if you're really trying to pump damage, which we're trying to do right now. But, you know, that's what, 25% aura on a, what's his base? Like 1500 odd base attack. That's quite juicy extra amount. You're talking about another, what, 400 odd attack, I think, something like that, onto his build. So pretty good. So we're putting drop defense and weaken out here. We're poisoning ourselves and the enemy. This gives us all the best kind of buffs that I can get. We've got increased attack up, drop defense and weaken. Let's start then with his A1. Double hitter. Slow these down. Apothecary, how are you feeling? Double hitter, 120, 140k. So 260k, and he gets a reset, so he can just keep going with it. 149. So this is pretty solid. Like, you know, a 250 odd k against this level of opponent is a pretty solid reset ability. So let's try his A3 then. So A3, double hitter, would blow up bombs if bombs were already out there and ignore the unkillable. So double hitter, what's this one got? 250 on the first hit. So that would be like a 500k pop. People don't live through that. That is a solid bit of damage, especially if he's blowing up his bombs at the same time. So far, so good, honestly. Both skills doing a ton of work. Let's just see on auto. I guess he's done an A2 on auto. Let's just get this rolling. Is he done an A2? Of course he is. Whoo! 300k across the board. Look, it's up there with the big hitters in the game. It's up there with lots of people that can do high AoE damage. Okay, so that side of things is looking pretty damn good. Before I change this build, I just want to see what the bombs pop for in this style build. Because this is probably, you know, for PvE, a more realistic, or not realistic, but you know, a similar sort of build to what we'll go. Before we change it to like full bomb damage, against level 23 here, we're going to try and pop bombs. And I still one shot in the whole wave on 23. Damn. I didn't expect him to do that. So stage 25, I mean, we might get weak hits here, so it might not proc the bombs. We will see. We shouldn't one-shot 25. Okay, 25, we've got sleeps everywhere apart from this dude, and bombs alongside it. Bad L is going to just wake everybody up, is our problem. But we should get around to his A3 to try and at least blow the bombs up manually. So that should give us the bomb damage tick. Get rid of these other dudes. I guess he just died through poison. I don't think he died through bombs. Okay, so the first hit will detonate the bombs instantly. So if the first hit is a weak hit here, the bombs won't blow up. If it's not, then the bombs should blow up. Let's slow this down. Bombs hitting for like 70k a pop in this build. Bearing in mind, let's just see, like, what does my Arbiter hit for on our A1 here? Nothing. Bad L's hitting for like 17k. So actually 70k a bomb when you get to higher level stuff. Bearing in mind bombs ignore defense and that type of stuff. it's not actually like horrendous damage. You know, the later game you go, I feel like the better scaling stuff like this is, because the enemies just have so much defense and health and that type of stuff that you kind of need to be able to have other ways to do a lot of damage. So actually, not terrible. Not terrible. And obviously, this dude's hitting hard as well in this build. So I feel like this build for a general PvE is solid enough. And you know what? If we didn't have all of those crazy champions alongside him, so for this one, we'll try it on level 24 with, like, you know, still a decent team, but more like a supporting act. You could even do it, I guess, without a drop defense. I don't know if weaken makes a difference to bomb damage or not. I'd like to see both. These are the type of things which is quite interesting to try and remind yourself. I don't think weaken does make a difference to bomb damage, but let's test it. So with weaken, we'll get the bombs out. Let's get the stuns. So, you know, it's more like a control-based team. Let's pop the bombs here. Level 24 dragon in this build and see what we get for bomb damage. So the bombs still hit for the 70k. Same as what they hit with Bad L and Gerptuck in the mix, yeah? The bomb damage was the same. And I think it will be the same if weaken's not there as well. So let's just take Lydia out and replay. It's important to know these type of things, because I know some of you are probably like, yeah, I already know this. Why are you showing us this stuff again? But not everyone does know the mechanics of these type of items, because we just don't use them a lot. So bombs are out there again. Let's just hit auto. Get it running through. Okay, A3 again then. So without hold on, we've got weaken here. Let's put weaken on arbiter. So without weaken here, no drop defense or anything. Look at the bomb damage this time. So he's hitting for 50. The bombs do get damage from weaken. Okay, cool. There you go. So learn something else. So bombs do scale more with weaken, but they don't scale more with things like Bad L passives, Gerptuck passives. Interesting to know. I just want to see what his bomb damage is like against the dragon here. Is it exactly the same? It should be. We've got the weaken out, so it should be that 60 odd K hit. And obviously things like War Master procs and stuff like that hit for more against a higher health person. Yeah, 69, exactly the same. This is the moment. This is the reason why we always say save one attack amulet for each faction. It's literally, if you pull a bomb champion, it's time to level this bad boy up and let it loose. So for this type of build, basically we're just looking to pump as much attack as we can. So cruel sets, any set really which pumps attack is going to be good. This is the time which we saved those attack percent gloves for as well. Like, you might have 1 or 2 on the account. That's basically it. This is the only time that you will use them on a build to get like an optimal build. Look at this, a 25 plus 5% weapon. Helm. And then we're looking at a couple of random pieces here. Just looking at my optimizer as we go. So I've got a swift parry set of gloves, attack percent gloves, just sitting there with a little bit of attack on. That's why it's picked them, because it's got attack on it as well. And then we've got a savage piece to finish the build, which is an epic weapon with a godlike attack roll. This one. And then you can just glyph up any attack that you can. Throw some glyphs at it. I'm going for a big boy one for the video. Any attack percent, any attack in the build, you try and glyph it as much as you can, just to make sure there won't be any attack on a shield anyway. Nothing more there, nothing more there. Can we get a bit of a juicier glyph than a plus 20? Not really. Okay. And that will give us a pretty weird build, really. 170 speed, 8.8k attack. We don't care about crit or crit damage, and we've got some accuracy to do our job. Now, there could be some interesting stuff around masteries here, so I just want to show you what this looks like in his current mastery build. And again, we're going to go back into Dragon 24. Was it 24? Yeah, 24, to do that kind of test with this same team. Same setup. Let the bombs proc. There they go. We've got bombs almost everywhere. Going to activate the bombs with his A3. So beforehand, 69k with the previous build. All we've really done is we've added like an extra 1800 odd attack. Yeah, so it should just spike probably a bit more, maybe like 75, 80 odd K. Bombs, 86k. That's now quite a juicy amount of damage, right? And because we're on a higher level, we still, bombs completely ignore defense, all that type of stuff. So the bomb damage just becomes more and more significant the higher level you go. And you actually wonder to yourself, is it better to have him high bomb damage, popping bombs, or is it better to have him as a physical damage dealer? Like the higher you get, I think the more you switch towards bomb damage build. The other thing to show you here, which is quite interesting again, so it depends on how you want to build him, because this is a very different build to what we've just done. But if we take Masteries off, all I'm going to do is put Blade Disciple Mastery on. I believe this is the only mastery that affects this type of build. And we'll soon find out, because we'll see if the damage improves or dips from what we've just seen. And bomb damage is 100% consistent. Whereas every other form of damage, not every other form, sorry. Whereas like hits can have this kind of 10% scale up and down, bomb damage will always do exactly the same damage. Same as like an HP burn would or a poison would. 86k. 86,457. I just had to go back and check. So we were 86,423. Now we're 86,457. All of the other mastery tree is useless, which is kind of interesting for the final build. This is going to be his final form, which is going to be Arena, Gaius, and probably the build which most people will run, because masteries don't really affect his damage of bombs, and bombs are what he's all about for the arena, which means that offensive masteries are kind of pointless on him for arena. You actually want to make sure that you just land your bombs, which means you just go full accuracy tree, full defense tree, and basically, I feel like because you also want him to die, you probably do stuff like Selfless Defender, taking damage from your friends, maybe Bulwark, taking damage from your friends, or you go, this is probably the most likely finished mastery, which would be Eagle Eye, to make sure that bombs land. But for this dude, it's all about accuracy and stats. So I feel like you do this. Down here, you basically go Laura's Steel to get more attack from your build. These two masteries don't really do anything for you. So, you know, increase the chance of placing it. Depends if you book them out full or not. You definitely don't want bombs to go on for longer, but they can't be extended anyway. So it doesn't really matter which one you take. But if you don't book them out fully, you take Sniper. And then Eagle Eye will be the most likely build that you go, because you absolutely need him to land the bombs. If you can't land bombs, he's literally useless in the arena. If you're somebody who doesn't really want to spend a ton of gems or a ton of work getting masteries, you could run this dude literally just with, I'd say, increase accuracy here, charge focus here, Blade Disciple here, like those 3 or 4 masteries, and he's kind of good to go for a bomb build for lower level arena. Okay, then let's try him in this team. So what we got here, we've got an increase attack, we've got control. This is a team based on me going first and controlling the enemy, getting the bombs out. This could be anybody in Stone Skin. He's like my backup person. Basically, he's the dude who, any Stone Skin champion, stays alive long enough for this guy to die, and therefore all the bombs will eventually blow up. That's the idea. So bombs are strong against high defense champions. They're strong against people who basically... They're strong against stuff like reaction gear, but they are weak against Swift Parry, because Swift Parry, the bombs will blow them down to 1 HP. They still live. They're weak against people with unkillable buffs. They are weak against very high HP people, even though I doubt they can survive 2 bombs. 2 bombs should be enough to kill anybody in the game. And they are weak against bad affinity. So if you weak hit, then you won't land your bombs. So yeah, there's kind of like pros and cons for bombs. 2-turn bombs are extremely weak against people that could cleanse. If someone's already got immunity gear, it won't land. So you just kind of have to think about your setup and your targets for this type of build. So I'm just making sure that we go here. I've put increased attack on me. We're landing the bombs. We kill people anyway. This dude, I mean, what can we do here? Can we be killed? Probably not. This might just be too easy a fight. Are we even going to get round to seeing these bombs pop? Not sure, because even though I don't have him built in like a, what I'd class as a normal damage build. I didn't even see him go off. Let me check this. So two bombs hitting for 66k each. I mean, that's going to be 120,000, 130,000 worth of damage. That's without weaken out there. That's enough to kill any build. There's not any build that survives that. So as long as two bombs go off, we live. Yeah, you just have to be aware that cleansers and stuff like that are not going to be good for you. Okay, pretty much since this champion came out, I've been wanting to test quite a simple comp. So obviously this guy blowing up bombs when he dies, that's the main thing that I want to test here, alongside a Soul Drinker. Now Soul Drinker, when he dies, pops 2 bombs. So I'm thinking the 2 bombs get popped by Soul Drinker. Then this dude dies and blows up all of the bombs. Now, I've got quite a funny mechanic to test. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Let's try. You basically want someone who's going to one-shot your team. And I'm thinking Basilisk in the team, because he'll just come back alive. You do need him ascended to level 3. Now, this way round, the way in my head this should work is that this way round, the way they hit from the front through your team. He should die first, and therefore the Soul Drinker bombs will go on after he dies, I think. Let's just play this through and see if I'm right. So we take a knock. The Soul Drinker bombs go on. He's died after, therefore they don't blow up. And you kind of have to hope that your Basilisk stays alive long enough for the bombs to actually pop. Looks like these were resisted here. We got like an 18k double hit. It's not quite enough damage. Oh, we need like 2 Soul Drinkers to make this work. I think we need 2 to make this work. Because he is at, I mean, that's 18k flat damage. Bombs. His passive doesn't do as much damage with his bombs as other bomb champions do. That's a real shame, because we're actually so close to having a true comp. I think you need 2 Soul Drinkers to make it work. But if we were to swap them round, let's just test it for testing's sake. If we were to swap them around this way, what should happen now is that Soul Drinker should die first in the turn order. Gaius should die second, and the bomb should instant pop. See the way they've popped already this time, with Basilisk then popping up. If I had 2 Soul Drinkers right now, that team is all dead. That team is 100% killed, for sure. And that, I think, could be a very fun troll defense, or troll offense even. If you cannot beat people up, if you've got 2 Soul Drinkers and Gaius together with one of the champions that respawns after dying, like a Bushy, a Basilisk, they don't need to be leveled in any way. I'll show you the gear that was on my Basilisk right there to make that work. It's like my level 20 something Bolt Lord. This is the gear that was on him. So if I had one more Soul Drinker in that team, that whole enemy team would have been dead as like a troll offense. And it's like the easiest build you're ever going to have to do, because you don't need a lot. You just need accuracy and attack on your Soul Drinkers, and you need somebody that's going to pop back to life. And you obviously, and honestly, Gaius doesn't even need his stats up, because, I mean, what are you going to do? He's not landing anything himself. So it becomes a full troll arena defense, which I think could end up being a lot of fun. I wish I had a second Soul Drinker, which I know I've had a million across the way. Tell you what. Game, kick me out one. Please, right now. Kick me a Soul Drinker. Ah, man. What have we got? One more shard. Go on. Do it. Do it. Just for the video. Just for the video. Soul Drinker. Oh, man. So anyway, that could be quite a fun troll defense to try. But either way, this dude is strong. So let's get him into his kind of like, what I would say is his final form. So I think final form ends up being something like this, like a speed lead, increase attack, into somebody who's going to increase your accuracy. So a Yoshi or a Lady Kimmy. Accuracy boost on this dude. Definitely lays his bombs. Somewhere to protect them. And then basically you need to be able to stay alive until the bombs pop. Something like that. You see his build here. We have gone... It's very similar. I've just put more accuracy into his build now. So we've now gone up to faster, 250 odd speed, 400 accuracy. It's going to get increased accuracy, which will pump that to 600. And it should land on just about anyone. You can obviously go higher. just straight accuracy, and then that should be even stronger as well. There's no cleanse here, so I just need to make sure that the bombs go on before the Duchess gets her block debuffs out. Bombs go everywhere apart from over here, actually, which is quite annoying. And obviously, you would just wait to rotate back round. You should start to see bombs pop. We've got loads of protection. Bombs are popping. People dying. This is like a triple bombs down. Looking nice. Triple threat revive team. And look, it's just down to, we'll get round to the bomb ability again and we'll go again. There it is again. This time she resists. So actually, maybe I should have just pumped even a bit more accuracy into his build. Or maybe we were just a little bit unlucky to start with there. But this should be job done anyway. And, you know, everybody dead. So you do have to worry about affinities. Is he going to be like a straight up meta changer? I think he kind of could be in his own way, especially with Stone Skin coming out. Like, I'm not that high in gold right now, so I'm not fighting the real tanky. I'm not finding the real tanky defenses. This is probably a good one. We've got 2 weak affinities here for me. So I'm trying to look for basically like a Duchess style defense. Prisks and Duchesses and all that type of stuff, which you do see a lot. But I'm not seeing many at this level. This is probably a bit more like it, or this. Like double revive, +2 Duchess. But whether they got the gear or not, who knows? Bam, bombs everywhere, and some sleeps. Block buffs out from Lady Kimmy, so that, you know, even things like Swift Parries just can't proc. More bombs. If they get a go, everybody's dead. 50 odd K per bomb. There's absolutely no chance of them living. And honestly, that is a really solid team against most arena defenses. And if you do see Swift Parry come in as well, damn. Sorry. And if you do see Stone Skin come in as well, then damn, it's absolutely wrecked from this sort of comp. So, look, I really like this guy, Gaius. I think he can do a ton of work. I think there's a lot of fun stuff we will find out about him over the coming days. And I actually can't wait for Bommel to come back to try a Bommel team with this dude and maybe War Mother coming in together for some shenanigans. But this feels like, damn, everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. Why am I not landing double bombs, though? Just a bit unlucky, I guess. And obviously, when we do take a hit, more chance of more bombs popping. Block debuffs is too late, friends. You're already about to be dead. Yeah, good try. Good try, Chunder. Is that all you got? Dead. So let's just see if we can find someone in Stone Skin for the last fight. Please have Stone Skin. Someone. Someone. Oh, yeah, we got one. We got one. Right, cool. So, full auto. Taking a chill. Obviously, we don't do damage against Stone Skin because it's so busted, but bombs do. So when bombs pop against Stone Skin, let's see what we can do. We've got 2 bombs on Serda right now. She's in a full HP build. Yeah, good luck, good luck. Stroll Crown, good hit. Well done. Well done, my friend. Oh, they're all blowing up. They're all blowing up. And Stone Skin is down. I've been Hell Hades. That is Gaius the Gleeful. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you later.